I just want to take a minute to talk about why we tell people we are okay when actually we're not. Or when we reassure people that everything will be okay when actually we don't know. And as a couples therapist, I think this is a particularly interesting thing to think about and talk about because it speaks to sort of what happens in relationships, right? Um, and the first problem with saying we're okay when we're not is that it's not being honest, right? I don't know if it's an intentional lie. I think it's habitual a lot of the time, but it is like a small L lie. And so we're not being forthcoming with people. And on a very basic level, we are all relational creatures, which means a lot of what we sense from each other is in body language and tone and volume. And so even if you say you're okay when you're not, oftentimes people can sense it, right? So it creates this kind of weird energy in the room. It's also can be like a form of caretaking, right? It can be a form of enabling a partner or being codependent when we're, not bringing our complaints to them because we don't think they can handle it. And maybe they can't, right? But they're certainly not going to get practice at handling it if we keep it all inside. And the other thing is that it also creates resentment. So if you're saying everything is fine and you're not sending a signal that you're upset about something, over time that's going to build and build and build. I think at its root, there's also this tendency to not want to be a burden. Being a burden just doesn't sound like a very sexy thing, especially in our culture that so values autonomy, right, and independence. But the truth of the matter is that part of how we love is through nurturing others and allowing ourselves to be nurtured. So when we don't bring ourselves like burdensomeness and all, right? We remove an element of mutuality from the relationship. And mutuality in a relationship, a two-person system, is so important. So it's worth thinking about the next time somebody asks you how you are, what it might look like to say something that's more authentic and that's more true, and how that might shift things in the interaction. Take good care of your heart.